Hello everybody, my name is Michelle and welcome to the Mindful Magazine channel. Today I'm gonna discuss with you our favorite vicious circles because they all keep coming back into our lives. So yeah, what are these vicious circles exactly? I'm gonna explain to you, and how can you notice them? And what can you do about it? So yeah, what are vicious circles? Vicious circles start actually almost from the time when we are born. We have certain lessons in life to learn. So these lessons keep coming up in a circle, that's why they call vicious circles, until you learn from them, until you know why this happens in your life. So yeah, for example, I have a really popular vicious circle. I tend to, because I am a very giving person. I give, and then sometimes people think, oh hey, that's nice, she gives, and then the expectation of me giving is already there. So when I don't give, they're a bit disappointed. So in a way, I have to learn not always to overgive. I can already give by just being there, just being kind, just being nice. So yeah, the trick is to figure out what are these vicious circles that keep happening to me and what can I do about it. So what I suggest is to get a pen and paper and to go back from the start of your life and then start writing down, like, what is keep coming back? Maybe some relationships that keep coming back. It can be friendships that go wrong. It can be family, the same thing happening over and over again. You know, when we are thinking at the moment, like, oh my God, this happens again. That's the moment when you're dealing with a lesson of a vicious circle. So yeah, these are the things that we have to learn in life, and you always have them in some way. And they will stop and you learn something new. And you learn something new. Because if you don't learn in this life, how boring would it be? But I mean the most ones that bother you really a lot. I think it's important to catch those vicious circles. So go back into your life and think about what was repeating. What was repeating and what can I do? What can I do? Because a lot of times we blame it on another person. But in some way we're all mirroring each other. So they mirror something about yourself that you might not like. Or maybe, you know, it's something in yourself. Or maybe it acquired a certain act from your side. Or a certain lesson, like maybe you should have kept the anger, you know, to yourself. Or maybe you should have reacted so quickly. Maybe you should think first and then speak. Think first and then speak. Because a lot of times that happens. So go back and think about it. It can even start already in your childhood. Like what kept happening to me constantly? And I think it's so important for us to see that. To see what we are learning. So maybe the things that we don't like happening to us, we can put it into a place where, like, yeah, I know where this happened. This is my life lesson. This is something I came here to do. I'm trying to learn from this. So try to go back and see the repetitive pattern. See how you can resolve it. And try not to think from you in that moment. Try to see it maybe more from above. Like see the observational thing happen. See it happening. What could I do to make that situation better? Because you can't control the other person. There's no way you can control the other person to do what you like. So it's important that you look into yourself. And I think that's the trick in most things in our life. Like we're trying to blame it on other people because it's so much easier to say that they are doing things wrong and they are doing this and they are doing that. But what if we look into ourselves? What can I do to change? Or to, not necessarily to change, but to make it better. To make things go more fluent instead of stagnating. Because the universe is gonna keep bringing it up to you until you see, until you learn. Because they know when you're, keep bringing it back, keep bringing it back. They will keep doing it. The universe will keep bringing it into your life. So try to see what can I do about it? And, you know, it can be anything. Write some steps down. You can even make it a plan. See what works for you. See what works for you. Maybe you can even talk to those people and say, how did you feel? How did you feel about that situation? But the most important is for you to see. For you to see what you can change. Because there's a lesson for you in this. You know? And each single person has a lesson of its own. So I have my lesson of giving. There were times I didn't give at all. I was closed, very closed. I didn't give. People gave to me. I didn't give. There was reasons for that as well. So you need to see that in some way. There were reasons I couldn't give. Because I gave somewhere else already so much that I couldn't give to other people. I had no energy to give to other people. So try to see it from all different ways possible. And then see what you can do. Because you have to take care of yourself. Yourself first. You know? I had to take care of myself first. Me. Where do I feel comfortable with? Where I don't feel comfortable with. And, you know, I feel really comfortable in giving. But then at a certain point, I get disappointed. Because I don't get back what I give. You know? So that's just an example. It might be anything. You know? I keep attracting the wrong guys into my life. Why? Because I didn't love myself. How can I attract the right man to love me if I don't love myself? You know? That's also a circle. So how could I change it? Love myself. Don't overgive. Love yourself first. Love who you are. Keep it to yourself and give consciously. Consciously give to each and every person. You know? And it might go wrong a few times more. It's normal. We're all human. So don't worry about that. It's normal. No one's perfect. We all have our shares, our lessons, our things. So I think it's very important to look in yourself. Find a way to discover. Love yourself. Very important, especially in the relationship part. I will do another video on that. Love yourself. And feel. And see. And be aware. You know? Be aware. And notice that all the other people that you're meeting are having their own vicious circles, their own lives, their own things, you know? And someone might come in and have a horrible mood, but they just had the most horrified discussion at home with the boyfriend or the dad or the mom, or, you know, you don't know these things. You cannot know that. So you think, oh my God, what a horrible mood. And you judge. We all judge. We do. But try to see things from a different perspective. So you don't have to judge in a way. You understand. It's not judging. It's the understanding that we're not the only ones going through rough times, you know? And not everybody expresses their feelings. That's what I realized myself. Because I used to never express my feelings. And then I was really, after I discovered myself, I was comfortable about telling how I felt to people. And I completely forgot that I used to be the person that couldn't talk about my feelings. And then I start blaming other people for not telling about their feelings. No. They still not there yet. They're on their path. They're doing their things. So, in a way, they will come in a time that they can express about their feelings. It will come for everyone. And some are more introverted. And it's okay, because we're not all the same. We're not all the same. You know? Just let it go. Let that person be. Let it go. And it's lessons for everyone. We all have to deal with these things. And I think the best is be aware, show compassion, but don't overgive in those situations. But I think it's accountable for a lot of vicious circles happening. It has a lot to do with taking and giving. Or not taking. Taking is not the right word. Receiving. Giving and receiving. See how that works for you in the vicious circles that are happening in your life. I can't tell them for you, but you know exactly what they are. So yeah, take your time, write it down, or memorize it, whatever feels good for you, and work on it. Because if you don't want them to keep happening, you kind of have to figure out what they are and have to be aware of it. And being aware is already being far. I'm aware of what I'm doing. Wow. You know, that's a big step. So yeah, I'm trying to help you to become aware. Aware of what you can do. So I wish you good luck. Write it down. And for now, I wish you all the love, all the goodness, everything. And love yourself. Give yourself some love as well. Thank you very much for listening. And if you have any questions, then you can write it in the comment section below. Thank you very much and have a nice day.